What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another player prop video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're going to love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section to enter your name into the $50 giveaway that I do every single week on this channel. But that is not just $50 anymore now that NFL has started. We're doing $100, okay, for every video that I do this week. Okay, because of that, I'll probably only do I can only afford about a video and a half. No, I'm just kidding. I'll do it. I'll try to do videos every day this week, and I'll do $100 per video, which is crazy. But NFL is back, so we're just incredibly excited. Propsmadeeasy.com, only $20 a month for the player prop tools you see here on the screen. In yesterday's video, we covered the best plays for Monday Night Football, and every single play hit last night. Did not miss a single play. I gave y'all a hot streak slip. It also hit. So make sure y'all are joining Props Made Easy, man. I'm not on here just telling y'all, hey, this thing's pretty good because I want you to sign up and I want $20 from you. No. I want you to sign up because this will actually legitimately change the game for you in player props. You feel what I'm saying? But you can sit back if you want and continue to not join and just continue to see the success, and maybe eventually, hopefully, our goal is to eventually have you a member if you're not already. But most of y'all watching me are members, and I appreciate y'all and love y'all as always. All right. So now the NFL's back, we're going to spend majority of our time in this video focusing on Week 2 NFL to start this video off, okay? I will be going through every other prop type, every other sport as well. As you know, we've got a lot of sports at Props Made Easy. We're going to go everything that has, some plays available, and we're going to touch on everything. But majority of this video is going to be NFL in the beginning, and then at the end, we'll touch on everything else. If you don't want NFL, or you get some quick NFL plays from here, and then you want to check out what MLB has in store, you can forward this video to where I start talking about MLB at the end, okay? All right. First and foremost, at the top of the list, we have Caleb Williams Taco. Now, one cool thing that the Props Made Easy tool does is it does identify tacos and show you the tacos at the top of the screen. Just in case you aren't aware, you're aware now. If you're not aware and haven't opened up Prizepicks or anything, you can be fully aware. Our whole point is to show you the absolute best value spots, okay, the best chances to hit pretty much on all plays that are on Prizepicks, okay? So we have tacos. We have goblins. There are no goblins up on Prizepicks right now, but once there are goblins, you'll click the goblins button and a whole bunch of goblins will be there. But it's pretty self-explanatory. Caleb Williams is a free square. You're going to want to pair his passing yards over with anything. Now, first and foremost, let's talk about the options we have. Gardner Minshew II is high on the list today, okay? His line is 212.5 on Prizepicks. All right, his sportsbook differential is 2.67. When you look at all sportsbooks that have lines for him right now, already up for Week 2, right? Immediately when Week 2 begins, we immediately search the industry for all of the sportsbook lines that are out for Week 2. Okay, for all of the sportsbooks that have dropped lines for this, have Minshew at 215.17. We have him projected for 215, so it's almost identical to where the sportsbooks are. His player projection is 215.3, slightly above where the sportsbook line is, and that's a projection differential of 2.8. So you got the 2.67 sportsbook differential, the 2.8 projection differential. Gardner Minshew is a solid play Week 2. Trevor Lawrence, over 237.5 passing yards at a 2.67 as well. 240.17 sportsbook line on average for Trevor Lawrence this week. A player projection of 255.4, a 17.9 projection differential. So not only do you have the 2.67 sportsbook differential, but our projection is 17 yards higher than that line on Prizepicks this week. Justin Herbert, over 215.5 passing yards at a 2.56. His sportsbook line is at 218. His player projection, we have him projected for 235, 19 passing yards higher. I think Justin Herbert is, depending on this game, the reason this sportsbook line is where it is because this game against Carolina may be another blowout. Bryce Young is not very good. The Carolina team is not very good. At least they looked horrible Week 1 against the Saints. If if the Chargers, in fact, get way up, then Herbert's not going to have to throw the ball a ton. The game plan is going to be kind of taking it more easy. All right? But that line at 215.5 is still pretty damn low for Justin Herbert. DK Metcalf over 58.5 receiving yards at a 2.33 sportsbook differential. Other sportsbooks are at 60.8 on that. His projections at 65.6, a 7.1 projection differential. You're seeing a common theme here. If you're new to PME, what you will see is every play that shows here, okay, we're making sure that every play that we show not only has sportsbook differential, but projection differential on the same side. As you can see, the projection differential is positive, the sportsbook differential is positive. Now let's find an under. See right here, the sportsbook differential is under, the projection differential is under. They will always match. Why? Because we want the plays that are promoted to you to check as many boxes as humanly possible, okay, and to go off as much data points as we possibly can. All right. DK Metcalf. Deshaun Watson had a horrible week 1 against Dallas. Should be able to get a little bit more on track here with 218.5 passing yards line on Prizepicks. That's a 2.22 sportsbook differential, a 220 sportsbook line. Player projections at 220 as well. It's always good to see the sportsbook line and the player projection almost identical, because that tells you that, you know, it's a very, very solid spot on that part. All right. So 1.9 projection differential, 2.22 sportsbook differential. Keon Coleman over 38.5 receiving yards, 1.75 sportsbook differential. Other sportsbooks are at 40.25 on average for Keon Coleman, and he's projected for 45.1, a 6.6 projection differential. Sam Darnold under 227.5 passing yards, minus 1.2 sportsbook differential. Other sportsbooks are at 226.3 for Sam Darnold's passing yards on average. Once you average them all together, you get a 226.3. His player projection, 226.8, almost identical, minus 0.7 projection differential. Absolutely love that. Bo Nix over 189.5 passing yards, 1.17 sportsbook differential on the over, 190 sportsbook line, 204 projection, a 15 projection differential. Dak Prescott under 250.5 passing yards at a minus 1.11 sportsbook differential, sportsbook line of 249, player projection of 245, a minus 5.5. So out of all of the plays so far, and as you know, more will drop, right? So as soon as Prizepicks drops combo lines and all these other lines, as the week goes on, you'll get more and more lines dropped on Prizepicks. The Props Made Easy tool will immediately add them to the tool and show you their sportsbook differential and show you how good of plays they are. Let's look at no line difference. If you click on no line difference, what that is when all the sportsbooks and Prizepicks are on the same line, we immediately look to consensus odds, kind of like we have for MLB. We look to consensus odds to see what the chance to hit would be. Josh Allen's over 0.5 touchdowns is at 52.75% chance to hit, a minus 136 consensus odds. Davon Achane under 0.5 touchdowns is at a 52.7 chance to hit, minus 136 on the under. Jalen Waddle over 4.5 receptions, 52.55. Remember, now the absolute best options will be green chances to hit. This will be green. It won't be yellow. Once this hits 53. So my absolute two favorite are Josh Allen's over 0.5 touchdowns and Davon Achane under 0.5 touchdowns are the absolute best two options when it comes to no line difference plays. Okay? Now, anyway, let's refresh. Oh, it's already refreshed. Okay, so with that being said, the best plays for week 2, early look week 2. Caleb Williams free square, obviously. Gardner Minshew the second. Okay, Las Vegas is expected to be behind and just airing it out. Baltimore's defense is a solid defense, but the game script will be pass heavy for Gardner in this game. So over 212.5 passing yards for him. Trevor Lawrence over 237.5 at a 2.67. Justin Herbert over 215.5 at a 2.56. DK Metcalf over 58.5 receiving yards at a 2.33. Deshaun Watson hopefully can get a little get back this week and get things going. Over 218.5 is what it's looking like. At least when it comes to comparing where Prizepicks has the line compared to where the rest of the sportsbooks have the line, he should do a little better. 220 is still not a very good passing performance. But nonetheless, the line's a little low on Prizepicks. So over 218. Sam Darnold over 223.5, but that drops under 2. Might as well just stick with these for now if you're making any early slips. And like I said, you could be patient as well, and you could sit back and wait for some combo props to drop, wait for these other prop types to drop, and you can go ahead and get those involved as well. Checking no line difference as well, because we're constantly updating As I'm sitting here doing this, more and more sports books lines are adjusting and things are changing. So, yeah, but great looks so far this week. Now, we looked at Prizepicks. Let's go to all sports books and look at the biggest value across the entire industry. All right. Now, Caleb Williams, obviously on Prizepicks, is going to be your best value anywhere. You have Deshaun Watson's line on Sleeper is at 227. As you remember, over on Prizepicks, I think it's like 217. So on Sleeper, the under is great value at minus 6.78. Derek Carr over 219.5 passing yards is at a 5.33 on Sleeper. So Sleeper's got the top 5 highest chance to hit plays for week 2 so far. Okay, so if you're gonna make a sleeper slip, I mean Deshaun Watson's under 227.5, Derek Carr's over 219.5 are 2 really good plays that are 5 and 6 sportsbook differential respectively. Jared Goff over 249.5 on sleeper. Moving down here, you have Tyreek Hill's line is up to 101.5 on Hot Streak. The under is promoted here. Other sportsbooks on average are at 98.17 on Tyreek. Projection is at 99.8 for him. A minus 1.7 projection differential, so minus 3.33 there. Gardner Minshew, Trevor Lawrence, some of the best value over on Prizepicks. Hot Streak, Tua over 261.5. That game, Miami-Buffalo game, should be a fantastic game. But yeah, that's about it right now. All right, so we will start our videos every single day this week, breaking down NFL, seeing if anything new is good for NFL, and then we will move on towards the end to the rest. All right, let's look at college football. Nothing up for college football right now. Taking a look at MLB, we have a very good play over on Prizepicks with Jonathan Cannon under 3.5 Ks. Now, a play like this will not last. You see how good of a chance to hit he is? This play will be bumped. Props Made Easy is so good at promoting those plays at the top of the tool that will be bumped soon. Okay, so Jonathan Cannon under 3.5 Ks, 55.08 chance to hit, minus 150 consensus odds on the under, gets as high as minus 184 on Pinnacle, and a projection of 3.4 or minus 0.1. So all data points point towards the under on Cannon today. Fantastic spot on the under for him. No other green probabilities on Prizepicks, but we can check Goblins and see that Corey Lee over hits, runs, RBIs is 59% chance to hit on Goblins. Andres Jimenez over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs at 57%. Pablo Lopez over 4.5 hits allowed at 57%. Don't shy away from pairing a play. Like if you only have a play like a Jonathan Cannon where only one play is really, really popping, pair him up with a Goblin. Why not? Have your chances to hit high. You don't have to force anything that's down here in yellow, just to have a slip that's a little bit higher of a payout. Just take your double up. Looking all through the whole industry, Pablo Lopez over 4.5 hits allowed on Hot Streak is 55.16% chance to hit. One of the highest probabilities in the entire industry. Pablo Lopez hits allowed on Sleeper, Fliff, Parlay Play. All these things are the best values. And then Jonathan Cannon under on 3.5 Ks over on Prizepicks, which would be another great value today. MLB first inning, nothing too crazy. Phillies and Tampa Bay Rays under 0.5 first inning total runs is a 51.28. But nothing too crazy to have to force, honestly. Taking a look at WNBA, nothing too crazy, no crazy green chances to hit. But if you click on all sports books, you'll see some big chances to hit pop in. DraftKings Pick 6 has Ryan Howard under 3.5 made threes at a minus 200 consensus odds, 61.67% chance to hit. Now, these won't give you as much of a payout, but nonetheless, it'll still get you a double up to a triple up. So, making these slips. I've been tripling up the last 3-4 days in a row over on Hot Streak, and I'm absolutely dominating there. I have over $800 profit over the last 3 days on Hot Streak. Okay, so don't worry too much about that payout. The goal is to just make profit in general. Okay, you don't have to take a ton of risk. You can really sit back and chill. All right. I'm looking for just fantasy books. Parlay plays under on Tyesha Harris under 1.5 made threes. DraftKings Pick 6. Ryan Howard under 3.5 made threes. 61% chance to hit on parlay play as well. Hot Streak, Sabali under 2.5 made threes at 59.91%. Sabali under 2.5 made threes, 59.9. So we got some really good value on some other places for WNBA. Nothing up for PGA. For MMA, Ronaldo Rodriguez under 31.5 significant strikes at a minus 1.5. Ignacio under 41.5 significant strikes at a minus 1.4. Mirab over 79.5 significant strikes at a 1.25. Sean O'Malley over 89.5 significant strikes at a 1.2. Got multiple decent options for MMA so far. Looking at all sportsbooks though, Daniel Zellhuber under on underdog. You have a couple underdog plays that need to be locked in right now for MMA this weekend. Daniel Zellhuber under 68.5 significant strikes at a minus 7.2. And Diego Lopez over 46.5 significant strikes at a 3.6. All right. You even have Ignacio over 37.5 significant strikes at a 3.4. So you got some big value there. Taking a look at tennis, nothing too crazy. Caruso under 21.5 total games at minus 0.5. And Sone over 21 games at a 0.5. Nothing too crazy there. For soccer, the lines are incredibly tight. That's why soccer hasn't been showing anything, because the lines are identical across the entire industry. There's just no edge there for soccer most of the time. They make the lines incredibly tight for those. For League of Legends, BDD plus Deft under 26 first 3 map kills combo at a minus 1. And Carrier under 25.5 first 3 map assists at a minus 1. CS2, we have Elige over 33.5 at a 1.17. Norab, whatever this dude's name is, over 26.5 at a 1.17. Those will be the absolute best options, but, I mean, the sportsbook differentials are pretty low comparative to what they normally could be in esports. So I don't care too much to get too much exposure there. Now, across the whole industry, you've got a few good options over on Hot Streak, under on Elige, 35.5 at minus 1.5. Hen 1 under 9.5 first 2 map headshots at a minus 1.5. But other than that, really all across the industry, lines are pretty tight. And for Valorant, we have Sato over 35.5 at a 1 sportsbook differential. Let's check all sportsbooks. 1.25 on parlay play is the best value. So nothing too crazy there as well. Let's go back to NFL. Anything new pop in? DK Metcalf has jumped to the top. DK Metcalf's over 58.5 receiving yards at a 2.89. His sportsbook line is 61.39. His player projection is 65.6. So not only do you have all the other sportsbooks on average 2.89 higher than where Prizepicks is, but you have a projection differential that's 7 yards higher. So good spot on the play for DK Metcalf for sure. All right. Thank y'all for joining me as always. Hopefully I was able to get y'all in a good position for the beginning of the week. Every day we'll continue to look over this. Thursday we'll really lock into the Thursday night game and find our best place for Thursday night. Thank y'all for joining me as always, though. Let's keep getting this money, baby. PropsMadeEasy.com, only $20 a month. Swept every play from the video yesterday. Had an amazing week 1. I mean, what will it take to get every single person who watches this video to join Props Made Easy? Because you should be. If you're watching this video, you love player props. Our Props Made Easy tool is only $20. You legitimately could only spend $20 for your entire research process for player props and make so much more money because you're only spending $20 on your data and you're putting majority of your bankroll on the plays instead of paying a ton of money like a lot of these sites do, charging 50 plus, even hundreds at times for data that you can get from Props Made Easy. Just no point. Thank y'all for joining me as always. Let's get this money, baby. I'm out. Peace.